So we're here at the GHS Automotive Shop. I'm just going to give you a little rundown of what we do around here and how I'm using my certifications in the field and how I'm going to use them in the future. I'm certified for basic automotive. I use them almost every day. Just the knowledge from here helps me a lot at work. I've worked on everything from a small, like a truck, to a heavy haul 18-wheeler. We've pulled motors, put motors in, put transmissions in, rear ends, drive shafts, basically anything, brakes, anything like that. I've always been hands-on. I mean, I've never been one to push a pencil every day. I've always liked getting out of the shop and doing something. So it's always just keeps me rolling and better experience for me in the long run. So I want to go to TSTC in Waco and get automotive and diesel certifications. And then while I'm doing that, go to PJC for about 2 years, and then go to Commerce for about 2 years and get my just a bachelor's degree in business.
Greenville ISD's early college program is extremely unique with some great teachers and some great students.
It's a great honor getting to be a part of this. We're really getting to represent our school and our teachers, and just being able to be a part of the first early college high school has been really amazing. We're going to be graduating in 2022 with an associate's degree in engineering. We're the first class, and they nicknamed us the guinea pigs because we're kind of like the trial and error group out of the ECHS. Being the guinea pigs has been a challenge sometimes, but it's really fun. Just learning the basics of engineering can really just help us go far in pretty much any career that we decide to pursue in the future.
This program here, this district, is the real deal. I've been here with the Suzuki Strings program. This is going to be my 7th year. Been here since 2014. We offer the Suzuki Strings program to all campuses, K through 12.
I started playing at a really young age, at 3. My mom took me to violin lessons, the cello, the piano, and then the various percussion instruments. There's a whole bunch of them. It's really cool because, like you said, they're all different. So it's fun to stick with, the cello, which is also the flowing and graceful, and then just switch over to piano where you can do whatever you want. It's been really interesting because the thing about Suzuki Strings is that it's one-on-one lessons. So they actually focus on just your playing, and then on special days you get with the group and you play. And as you progress, you get to the SSE, which is the Suzuki Strings Ensemble, which is where I do a lot. It's really fun because you get to play harder music, you meet other kids from other instruments who have different teachers, and you get to go on field trips a lot, which is pretty cool. Last year we played at the Dallas Zoo, which was really fun, and we get to open for the Fiddle Fest. Certainly with music, you have to think about a lot of different things at once, and I think that helps a lot with academics because you have a whole other things going at the same time. You need to remember a lot of stuff, and you need to apply the skills, and I think that's probably the biggest connection. I've made way more mistakes than I could probably count to. It's frustrating, but it's also part of the learning process. You make mistakes and you can fix them.
My name is Emily Enriquez, and I speak 2 different languages, English and Spanish. Mi nombre es Emily Enriquez y yo hablo 2 idiomas, inglés y español. I want to be a doctor because I want to help people and I want them to stay healthy. That I can communicate with different people, and that I can stay with my friends and I learn different stuff every day. Cuando crezca voy a querer ser una doctora y pues voy a dejarlos que estén bien y saludables, y les puedo hablar español e inglés cuando ellos quieran. Que me puedo comunicar con diferentes personas en mi escuela, en Deli, y que, well, I like science because I do experiments and I learn different stuff, pues que cada día aprendo cosas nuevas y puedo estar con mis amigos.
STEM is an academy where not only we explore science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, but also we do so through project-based learning, allowing the students to have hands-on opportunities to explore the world. Incorporating STEM into our core subjects begins at an early age so that students explore the things that they're curious about and begin to formulate new ideas about how this world works. Coincidentally, right now our fifth graders are working on their egg drop project in which they explore the concept of gravity upon an object, and we allow them to explore it and come up with their own conclusions.
We like STEM because it's fun.
To explore new ideas. We love to do projects here at STEM Academy.
Give to me the life I love, let the life go by me. Give the jolly heaven above, and the byway nigh me. I started getting in choir whenever I was in elementary school because in 4th grade they start the choir. And then middle school is whenever it really got serious because that's when they'd start the all-region process. But then 8th grade and 9th grade and all that, I started coming out of my shell and then just really expressing it and finding out that I loved music so much. Well, when I came to Greenville High School, I was basically in any choir they'd let me in. I participated in the All-State process, which is a long process starting in September, and it leads up to the TMEA convention in February. And I do all the solo and ensembles that we do in February and every year. And then I participated in the musical Grease last year and had a solo in that. I would say that the difference between singing like a solo on stage and a musical, it's more like laid back. You get more into acting out the song, but whenever you sing choral music, you're more focused on like how you sound, like vowels and getting softer and louder, and you're more focused on sounding good. Hopefully one day I can be in a choir whenever I'm going to college and maybe sprout out from there, like doing solos for work or getting jobs at churches and singing in choirs. And another thing I like to do here is play football. I describe my experience as a football player at Greenville High School as one of the more fun things I do in high school because I'm with my best friends and we're just going at it every Friday night, all week, playing football. The main reason I started playing football is how fun it was and that the big goal of mine is to go Division I. I've always watched college football and NFL. That's always been the big dream of mine, and you gotta start with high school football. And high school football is like one of the most fun things I've ever done in my life. And it's something everyone says that you'll always remember for the rest of your life. I hope that one day that I can go to a Division I university that allows me to do choir and football. Greenville High School and Greenville ISD has allowed me to do two things I'm most passionate about, choir and football, and I'm very grateful for that.
I've played volleyball, basketball, and softball all 4 years of high school, and I've been a part of the Solar Car team for the last 3 years and am now one of the captains. Solar Car has just really been one of the best parts of high school for me because it's just allowed me to experience opportunities that I wouldn't have anywhere else. Building the solar car using my own hands is something very unique to me, and I didn't think that I would like something like that or even have the chance to experience that, but Solar Car has given me that opportunity. Greenville High School gives you many opportunities for athletics too. Like we have volleyball and basketball and softball and baseball and soccer and football. Although those are sports that seem normal to everybody, lots of schools don't really have all of those. I've really enjoyed going to Greenville High School because it's given me the opportunity to experience like a big school without being too big. So I've gotten the chance to participate in solar car and the athletic programs. And then they also provide like dual credit courses that I've taken. So they just have all the activities that you would hope in a big school without being so crowded that you get lost in the crowd.
My favorite part of the NJROTC program would probably have to be the community service. I get to spend a lot of time helping people and ensuring, especially during these times like this, I spend a lot of time over the summer manning food drives and things of that nature. My biggest surprise would have to be how much I evolved just as a person. I went from being kind of a scruffy high schooler to an officer. Personally, I'm a candidate for a national ROTC scholarship with the Army to hopefully begin the military as a career and ensure that I have some method to pay for college. So having NJROTC in my high school time has helped me evolve to that environment.
My favorite part would mostly be the events, especially the DAV events that we do for the veterans. We go spend time with them, hang out with them, talk with them, and get to know who they are. ROTC has prepared me for my future. They've helped me be more of a leader and to speak more loudly. My biggest surprise was being able to actually push myself and to do what I didn't think I was going to be able to do. My future plans are to be able to go to college, be a nurse.
I love LP Waters. It's been amazing to see his growth, and I can definitely say it's been a lot of help from the teachers here, just from last year, just seeing how much they cared about Kingsley. Even up to this year, his teacher has been so great. She keeps me informed on how he's doing. She sends me journals all day long of how he's doing. So I'm so appreciative of that, and just how they've been telling me he's been amazing at his work and how a lot of it is just review because he already knows how to do it. And so that's large part good teachers. I definitely think he's gonna be ready for kinder next year. I think he's gonna be excited. Sad to leave LP Waters when that time comes, but he'll be excited for a new chapter.
One thing that stood out from Greenville was just this welcoming of the administrators I interviewed with and just that sense of community I got from them. And then starting, within my first year, that community just reaches out, from other teachers to the staff to the students and parents. The great thing about Greenville High School is that we understand that not every kid is meant for college, and that's okay. Not everyone is meant for that pathway, so we've created a lot of different pathways for them to take to figure out what they do want to do beyond high school and give them those opportunities here rather than going out into the world and kind of being lost. We have great honors and AP programs. We have the early college classes, so we understand those kids as well that need that extra boost and are ready for that college experience also. Being bilingual and being able to communicate to a lot of my Hispanic families really helps build those relationships. To me, language is part of a person's identity and creates a real identity. And when someone can speak in their language, it really makes a connection between the people and says, I see you as an equal, not different. Being a young teacher, I often get mistaken as a student. Walking through the hallways, I might get stopped by another teacher that might not recognize me, and so I kind of have to turn around and be like, it's just me, I'm not skipping.
I've been teaching kindergarten for 23 years. This is my 23rd year. And I love teaching and I love students, and I want the students to grow and to learn, and I want to be a part of that. I have just loved being online, even though it's something that we have been forced to do right now, but I've been happy with it. And the students, oh my goodness, all of them can sign themselves in, and I was able to teach them that. So when we did have to shut down for a little while, They said, Miss Gasaway, we were able to get on. Even through the pandemic, we can still have fun and we can still learn a lot. And you know, and now their parents are saying they can't wait to come to school because they're really excited about learning. And you talk about getting the Chromebooks out. Oh, they're excited. They're ready to learn and they're ready to get involved. So, and it's just made me happy and make me want to get involved. And I've learned so much from them, more than what I've been teaching them. And now in Seesaw, I'm making videos. I'm putting lessons on there and doing Friday meetings and Friday messages and everything, and getting the kids more involved. And one kid listened to it over 20 times. He said, well, it felt like I was right there with my teacher, even though I wasn't in the classroom. And his mom said, are you listening to that again? And he said, yes, I am, because I miss my teacher. So that made me really feel special.
Growing up in Greenville, Texas was really great for me. I love the small city town life, and I like that everything's on one street because I never get lost. And it's just very nice to live in such a close-knit community. I started in the Greenville Independent School District when I was in pre-K. Then I went to Travis, and I loved going to Travis. And then I went to the Greenville Middle School and then Greenville High School. I know in high school I was on Destination Imagination and the tennis team, and even though I wasn't any good at tennis, Coach Mulkey believed in me every day, so thank you, Coach Mulkey. And then for Destination Imagination, our team actually won first in state, and it was just so great having people from the Greenville community be able to come and volunteer and help us. I always felt like I was involved and I was doing something that I loved. And it's so weird for a kid to say that, especially when it's school related, but I really loved everything I got to experience at Greenville High School. One of the greatest programs I think ever is the Independent Study Mentorship Program with Ms. Nelson. ISM actually gave me the opportunity to shadow doctors, surgeons, neonatal nurse, ER nurse. I figured out really quickly that that was not for me. And so it wasn't until my second semester of my senior year in high school that I finally said, I'm going to be an English major. One of the really great opportunities at Greenville High School for me was the dual credit program. Because of dual credit, I was able to graduate high school with some college credit, and I really thank that college credit because in 4 years I graduated with 3 degrees, and I don't think I could have done that if it hadn't been for Greenville High School's dual credit program. And I also think it's great that Greenville ISD is partnering up with Texas A&M Commerce, because once a lion, always a lion. Go Lions. And the education I got at Commerce cannot be beat. There's just such a great pathway. It's just gonna bring so many great outcomes, especially to those first generation students. I can't say enough good things about Greenville, and I can't say enough good things about Texas A&M Commerce. So it's just the perfect partnership. And at Commerce, I just kept on adding a paralegal studies major, and then I added a political science major once I decided that I was going to pursue law school. Thanks to my experience in high school, I was able to figure out what I was going to do with my English major, and it's worked out great. My future plans involve graduating from SMU Law, hopefully 2022, and from there, I hope to continue working at Morgan & Gocher Law Office here in Greenville, Texas, and I want to pursue family law because I have a really big passion for it. Something I didn't know until I started interning there. And maybe one day I'll be a judge, maybe one day I'll be a state representative, Senate, who knows, but I want to do it all from here in Greenville, Texas.
Thank you, Greenville community, for supporting me. Together, we are GISD.